Oh, Devon thinks he had me beat with that response. But oh no, I got another one coming his way. I'm just gonna upload this banger and... Wait, no, it's not supposed to go this way. Hello there, we need to talk. So you may have heard about this channel getting terminated on the 11th of June last year due to, quote unquote, hate speech violations. And a lot of people thought this channel was dead. I started using the backup channel I created a month prior to when events took course. And from the way the odds were looking, getting it back seemed impossible. But even there, I was able to do it. I was able to save my channel and all of my 4 years of history on it. But how did I do this? Well, before I tell you how I was able to do this, we need to go back in time. We're going back to the 6th of December, 2023, where we left off from according to this video. After I made that video in question, it was still clear that I was working on the Duffel Bag Hustlers album. But y'all don't care about that. Let's cut to something more interesting. After starting my No Beat, Just Bar series on the 8th of June, the series returned on the 7th of December. Why it took that long to pick it back up? Please don't ask. I then dropped 4 more episodes back to back, one of them being Christmas related and the other being released 2 days after the previous episode. Then the 10th episode got age restricted for the anti-Russian lyrics in it. After that, I dropped the longest video I have ever put on my channel, that being the best songs of 2023 video. And then 2023 came to a close. The year was then 2024, the year of the Drake and the Kendrick Lamar beef. And funny enough, I only made one video that sorta addressed it. Why I never made a full-length one, I guess we'll never know. But back to the way the events originally were placed in. I made a review on the All Is Yellow album where I was really generous and gave it a 7 out of 10. It was also the longest review I have ever made on the channel, but maybe that was too high of a score. Going back to this album in particular, some of the songs here sound really boring. Equilibrium doesn't really sound like a beat Babytron would really rap on. It sounded more like a Hurricane Wisdom type beat if I'm being honest. I found Doomsday Part 2 pretty unnecessary considering that Eminem already rapped on the beat this song samples. Seriously, check out Role Model. And Hello There has a pretty uninteresting rendition of the chorus from Blink-182's I Miss You. I would rather be listening to that. Also, I started the year off uploading halfway through February than at the very start of January. Whoops. I also teased a project named At War With Myself that is just now starting to get worked on. I had a really bad habit of starting projects I didn't have the intentions of finishing. I really need to stop that. But complaining aside, I dropped Alami Cypher 2 for Alam Nasrallah because he couldn't do it. His channel wasn't even verified. And now I'm barely on speaking terms with him. Then I dropped the single-handed most controversial video on my entire channel. A video where I exposed Nikolai White for racism, homophobia, atheism and misogyny. This also ended up being the first video where I officially used the beat I talked about in that previous video I mentioned earlier. I was then on my conspiracy shit with this video where I thought the world was gonna end because cellular companies were going out. Damn, I'm on my marquee shit. I just lied again. I then dropped another Christmas themed episode of No Beat, Just Bars in the middle of March. Whoops again. Then I dropped a song that would later predict the sound I would end up going with on that project I would get around to making. Let's now cut to another holiday theme episode. I made a St. Patrick's Day themed episode where I introduced a new alter ego, PD Carnegie. I was then in the process of making I Have Issues 2, a sequel to a 2023 project I teased the previous year. My favorite song I made out of the bunch you see here was Worlds Corrupt. Its lyrical content makes it feel very similar to I Have a Dream but different in some elements. I was then supposed to feature on this song called From the Bottom to the Top, but things didn't go according to plan. Here's what the song was supposed to sound like.
Yo, I come from the bottom, yeah I know the struggle's real. Hustling every day, trying to make a dollar bill. Born in the streets where the fire is hot, but I never gave up, I kept pushing, never stopped. From the corners to the stages, I'm taking control, I never let anyone take away my soul. I got the rhythm and the flow, the mic in my hand, spitting fire on the mic, making the crowd.
And I will now read to you the throwaway verse I made for that song. Incredible true story how I made it up when they wanted me down. My whole crew's legit cause I never keep rats around. I call your bitch the salt. Cause she's the pass around. Reminds me of high school when there were notes they would pass around. One said I was never gonna make it. So how you gon' make it this big if you still a hater? Still hold on to every statement with yo fragile ego. Made it out the dark corners where there was pure evil. I'm setting record straight. I can't snooze and lose. Every minute of my life I gotta be in pursuit. Expect them to hate on you when you first come up cause that's what they'll always do. Draco finna sing a lullaby and it doesn't need auto-tune. You know me. I've been around, I can't associate with clowns, I'm the king now so hand me the crown. And gimme my throne. Cause I killed this shit. Most shit rappers right nowadays is nowhere as ill as this. Anyways, what happened with that original pitch for the song ended up being turned into this video named Sit Here and Have Some Deep Thoughts With Me. This nearly 5-minute video that discusses the meaning of life, living your full potential, the peak of humanity, why an orange is the only fruit named after a color, and how well this video will perform on YouTube. To answer 2024 me here, it managed to get 34 views. Decent but less views than the commentary videos usually get. Then it was time to lock in and crank out more music. First on the agenda was Swag Empire, a project I had knocked out before the end of March. This project saw me going in a more rage-oriented direction. The sound of songs like Iced Out and Planet Namek were predicted by other songs like X-Plane and Yokai Watch, both being from a previous project released in 2022 named Anti-Everybody. My alter ego then dropped a 3-song EP named OnlyFans. I then entered a rap beef with Saint Cartel where my first move was 2x7. He then responded with Godzilla. I responded with Death of Godzilla. And that response gave him the idea to fuck off. But as I dropped these 3 commentary videos back to back, an old foe came back to diss me once again on a song named Grave Stomper. I then responded with this you. And then it happened. My channel was officially taken down the day after and news spread like a wildfire. Many people said this beef ruined my reputation on YouTube. And then everyone thought my career was over for good. I also felt like it was important to mention that all of this didn't start to become an issue until late in 2023 when a song me and Tobias made got taken down and I was given a warning for it. I also had a Carti freestyle taken down and a community post related to the beef with Saint Cartel taken down as well. So this was the final nail in the coffin for me. Or it would have been. Because what I've been waiting to tell you this entire time was that I submitted a claim the day that my channel got terminated saying that I didn't mean to post hate speech and that it was just a part of the diss track I made. And while I used my backup account, I waited. And then, on Tuesday of this week, they reinstated my channel. And that's how I saved 4 years of channel history. It feels so good to be back home. Let me know what videos you want me to make now that I'm back. And even though 2025 is almost over, let's give the rest of the year all we got.